We're heading east again to Vakona Forest Lodge. The landscape is getting even more rural. We stopped to take pictures of a farmer plowing with zebu. Not far from there, a brick kiln's being fired. Perot is worried we might be attacked by this dairy cow while we shoot pictures of the farmhouse. We stop at this combination car and rail bridge over the Mangora River. There's some interesting graffiti. Elvis Presley, R. Dubois. It's had some hard use. Maybe the same driver who broke the bridge to Parenti. We're in Moramanga, which means cheap mangoes in Malagasy. It's a town of about 30,000 people, not mangoes. Moramanga's claim to fame is that the movement to overthrow French colonial rule started here, as this monument commemorates. We stretch our legs and photograph the market scene. Must be going to a party. Everyone's in their best clothes. Rickshaws are the public transportation here. Perot points out one of his favorites, coconut brittle. The peanuts look pretty good too, and the sweet potatoes. Then back in the bus for our last leg to Vakona Lodge. And here we are. Looks like a nice place. We find our bungalows and then have lunch at the restaurant. Then we're off to Lemur Island. The ruffed lemurs are waiting to give us our safety briefing. They inspect us closely for any food items we may have brought. Cameras are also inspected. Finally, we're allowed to pass. The brown lemurs are interested. The bamboo lemurs seem indifferent. Louis, being the tallest of us, is commandeered as a command post. And the brown lemurs proceed to get acquainted. Some of the brown lemurs remain aloof, but they're happy to pose. The bamboo lemurs are concentrating on just being so darn cute. We venture a little deeper into the island and discover a lemur war. There are two islands connected by a log bridge of sorts. The main island clan protects their tourist franchise vigorously. The small island clan wants very badly to get some of the tourist goodies. And we want to catch some jumping from the end of the log to the island. But the light, the defending lemurs, and some boisterous kids are working against us. It's time to leave Lemur Island, but we'll be back tomorrow. After dinner, we're out for a night walk. Time to call it a night, but it's been a very fun day. This morning we're in the Analama-Zuatra Reserve in the National Park. It's a little wet, but we're looking for Indri, the largest lemur. There are several trails through the Indri's territory. Along the way we photograph the flowers and the bugs. This This reserve is a treasure of old-growth rainforest. Then we hear the Indri's unmistakable call. We bushwhack through the dense brush toward the call. And there's an Indri. The Indri is an endangered species, only living in the forests along this east coast. The Indri aren't the only lemurs here. The diadem shafaka is the second largest lemur. The woolly lemur is a nocturnal hunter we saw last night. We hear the Indris again. They can move through the canopy a lot faster than we can move through the thick understory. One local myth is that the Indris are calling to mourn the loss of their tails. Another is of two brothers who lived together in the forest. One decided to cultivate the land. He became the first man. The other stayed in the forest and became the first Indri. Back to the lodge for lunch. Then back to visit our friends on Lemur Island. The black and white ruffed lemurs are there to greet us. And we all took way too many pictures. Sherry found her little brown buddies. The bamboo lemurs checked us out. Then all the brown lemurs arrived. The ruffed lemurs tried to impress us with their acrobatics, and the bamboo lemurs are just their usual cute selves. We go over to see how the lemur war is going. The lemurs are jumping, but then they're retreating when the other group charges. So today's battle goes to the main island clan. The ruffed lemurs are relaxing. Their work is done. The tourists are leaving. On the way back to the lodge, Wolfgang spots a blue kua. We spend the rest of the afternoon at the lodge, critiquing our pictures and drinking caipirinhas made from local rum. We check out of the lodge and are back in the reserve for another search for Indri. We see some interesting plants and some new bugs. Then the Indri are calling to us. But the lights pour and the photography is marginal. We just enjoy our time with these fascinating creatures. We're back on the road. We're stopping at Moramanga for lunch. The Au Coq d'Or has the unlikely combination of tea salon, pastry shop, and restaurant specializing in Chinese and Malagasy cuisine. We snooze through an uneventful drive back to Antananarivo and the Hotel Colbert. This is our last full day in Madagascar. Last chance for souvenir shopping. And we all did our part to help the local economy. We say goodbye and bon voyage to Barbara now. She has an afternoon flight home. And for the rest of us, there's some unfinished business. We've driven by these houses in the rice field many times. Now we stop to photograph them. Then back to the Hotel Colbert to pack up. Louis, Maria Rosa, and Wolfgang leave a little after midnight. We find our way down the dark alley to La Varang for our farewell dinner. The outstanding dinner was a fitting end to an outstanding trip. I had the duck with black risotto. Sherry had sole with shrimp. We top it off with a quartet of chocolate desserts, then wish everyone a safe journey home. Sherry and I get to sleep in. But it's soon time to be on our South African Airlink flight to begin our long flight home. If you ever get a chance to visit Madagascar, take it. You'll be amused and amazed.